Hey guys, am I audible? Guys, I'm audible. My voice is clear.
Yes, Dinesh.
Okay. So, is that my screen is visible to you guys? My screen is visible.
No, Dinesh.
Is that okay? My screen is visible.
Yeah, it's visible now.
Okay, fine.
Yes, now I can.
Okay. So, did you remember in the previous session what we have discussed? We have discussed Git, right? Only the theoretical explanation I have given, no practical implementation. Today, we will focus on practical implementation on your Git. But in the previous session, I asked you all, should try to install the Git in your local machine. I hope you all done. But I'm not going to take your session locally in my local laptop. So what we are going to do, we are going to use our Git on the remote server. I'm going to use the Git on the remote server. When I say remote server, yes, I'm going to launch the EC2 server on top of your AWS. From there, I'm going to install the Git and all. Anyway, you already done, right, in your local. Maybe in the weekend, if we have any 30 minutes or 45 minutes time, that time I can tell you how to work with local. Local is very easy, right? So both are same. The command wise both are same. But in real time, most of the time you will connect with the server and you will go with a remote machine, right? So for that reason. So only 1 minute. I need to tell you one more thing. What is that? Okay. Okay, no issues. So let me share the screen and go with AWS Management Console. Okay, AWS Management Console. So click on sign into console. And then, so I will go with my user ID and go with password. Okay. I have logged into my application. Right. Now, yeah. So let me launch an EC2 server. EC2. Right. And click on. Guys, for this demo, guys, I'm going to use the paid version of your EC2. But for you guys, you can go with unpaid version also. That's your wish. Why I'm using the paid version? If you ask me, see, in later, I'm going to create a Kubernetes cluster. I'm going to create a Kubernetes cluster, right? That time, sometime, it won't work with the unpaid version because it's a T2 micro and everything configuration is very simple. So in order to, have the uniformity, I'm going to use the paid version of EC2. But what I'm saying, you guys can go with unpaid version itself. But when I use the Kubernetes, we don't have any other option. Yes, of course, you have to go for paid version. Right? So I will share you that AMI, which AMI you have to include. You just, use the same AMI. Right. So now, let me launch EC2 server. Say this is my, I'm going to use a CentOS server actually. Right? We have a different Linux flavor. We have a Red Hat, we have a CentOS, and we have a Ubuntu. All are, different Linux flavors are there, right? In your operating system. So in that, I will go with the CentOS server. So that AMI I will share you. Now come below and I have to select the AMI. This time I'm not going with the default AMI. I'm going to use the CentOS, right? Let me click on browse more AMI. In that, I will go with a community AMI. This is where, I can able to find it. This AMI. Okay. So I forget that name. Let me type CentOS hyphen 7.9 hyphen this one I press enter. So it is not 8.9, it says 7.9, 7.9, press enter. And there are 18 filter got applied. So in that, which AMI? Let me check. CentOS 7.9 AMI 86_64. How to go with the minimal. Okay, let me check this. Check this. How many AMI got filter now? 6 AMI got filter. Ends with 65. Is there any ends with 65? Yeah, here we have again 3 or 2. I think this one. This one. So let me copy this. I can share you this AMI guys in the chat box. Okay. For this particular DevOps session, I'm going to use only this particular AMI. Pro Computer, CentOS server, version 7.9. This is what I'm going to use. So let me click on select. And this will select this particular AMI. Right? The second step completed, and third step instance type. You guys can go for any instant type. So either T2 micro or you can go with the T2 small or medium, but all are paid version. So for this demo, I will go with the micro itself, T2 micro. And key pair, if you want, you can create it. Let me create a new key pair. Say this is my CentOS key pair, and I will go with the PEM file. Click on create a key pair. Now it got created. And network settings, everything you can keep it as default. No changes. Click on launch instant. That's it. Now you can see an error, right? Because we use the CentOS machine. This CentOS AMI requires some subscription. So you have to subscribe this one because it's a paid version, right? Let me put it here and press enter. It will ask you to subscribe. See, what is the cost? The typical total price is $0.073 per hour. Suppose if you use this EC2 instance, per hour, they are charging around $0.073 to INR. If you want to calculate, it is around 6 rupees, right? It is around 6 rupees per hour. If you use this machine, you have to pay 6 rupees, right? So always remember, whenever you use this particular resources, suppose if you are go with the paid version, try to clear them. Once your job is completed, clear them. Otherwise, go with unpaid version. Only when I cover the Kubernetes cluster part, that time only I required this paid version. Remember. Fine. Let me subscribe. Continue to subscribe. I have subscribed now. And yes, it is asking me to accept the terms actually. Let me accept the terms. Is this completed? Yes. It is completed. It is pending actually. It will take some time. And meanwhile, I will retry this one. No, it's failed because It is still pending. Still pending. We will wait actually. And then we will subscribe. Means that I will launch. Okay. Still pending. Is it completed? Yes, I think it's completed. Now let me retry this failed test. Yes, succeeded. Now you know, right, how to launch the EC2 instance. So this is what we have done. Any question, guys, here? Any question? Can you quickly confirm? Any question on this?
பட் நீங்க பேமெண்ட் பண்ண மாதிரி ஆப்ஷன் எதுவுமே பண்ணல.
நான் தான் ஆல்ரெடி கிரெடிட் கார்டு வந்து கொடுத்துட்டு இருக்கேன்ல. இப்ப நான் யூஸ் பண்ண என்னுடைய கிரெடிட் கார்டுல சார்ஜஸ் ஆகும்.
நீங்க சேவ் பண்ணி வச்சிருக்கீங்களா?
ஆமா, இப்ப நான் யூஸ் பண்ணிட்டு தான் இருக்கேன். முதல் டைம் நம்ம கிரெடிட் கார்டு கொடுத்தா தானே AWS அக்கௌண்ட்டுக்குள்ள போகணும்.
இல்ல நாங்க டெபிட் யூஸ் பண்ணோம் அதனால.
அதான் கிரெடிட் கார்டோ டெபிட் கார்டோ அந்த என்ன கார்டு கொடுத்தோமோ அந்த டீடைல் தானே.
ஓகே ஓகே.
If I use for 30 minutes, I have to pay 6 rupees. Is it for an hour, right? Not 30 minutes. 30 minutes. It's for an hour. 30 minutes. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, Aman. Let me check and let you know. I think so. For 1 hour, it's 6 rupees. 30 minutes. How much they are charging? I'm not sure. Maybe I will read the documentation and let you know, Aman. Today, I will read the document and let you know. Whether are they charging for 30 minutes or 20 minutes like that, they have dynamic or static, I will check and let you know. Okay. So my EC2 instance is running now. EC2 instance.
And Dinesh, is it compulsory that we have to opt it or
No,
later
no,
also?
no, Jaya. It is optional. It is optional. You
Okay.
can go for unpaid version itself. No issues.
So we can launch the normal
Normal
Linux
EC2 instance, correct. Normal EC2 instance, correct. Yeah. Okay, let me copy this and we will go with the terminal. Or if you are using the Windows machine, suppose if you want to go with the putty, yeah, you can go with the putty also. That's your wish. So let me launch my fresh terminal. And in that, I can connect my EC2 instance. First of all, I need to go for downloads folder because there only I have a key pair. I have a key pair in my downloads folder. Let me write the command. The command is, you know, right? To launch SSH space -i. The key pair name we have downloaded, right? Let me check that. Let me check the downloads folder. What is the key pair name? CentOS.pem. So now let me open the terminal and write CentOS.pem and the username of EC2-user @ a public IP address. I have to paste it. So this is a command you have to write in order to connect your EC2 machine, in order to connect your EC2 server, virtual machine. Let me press enter. Now it is asking yes or no. Yeah, I am saying yes. So what's the problem? The private key will be ignored. CentOS.pem bad permission. So, okay. So let me write chmod 400 CentOS.pem file. Now let me try. Permission denied. What happened? SSH space -i CentOS.pem EC2-user @ public IP address only I have copied, right? Let me check. This is a public IP address. I tried to change the username instead of EC2-user. I got to. Yeah, it is fixed, Aman. Username is the fixed. Username, we cannot change it. I will show you. For different operating system, we have a fixed username here. I think it's a CentOS. I'm sorry. My username is CentOS because I have, I need to show this one. See, username of different AMI in your AWS. I can show you. If you go with this, you guys can find it. See, For Amazon Linux machine, EC2 hyphen user, right? Basically, we use. For CentOS, we basically go CentOS AMI. They have given EC2 hyphen user. And where is that? CentOS or EC2 hyphen user. They have given CentOS or EC2 hyphen user. They have given. And for each operating system, they have given the username in the right hand side. Can you see for Pedro AMI? We can go for Pedro or EC2 hyphen user, right? So, and one more question for
The
Ubuntu.
name should be like this. I didn't get. The
Yes.
username, what-
See, here we have a username, right? Yes or no?
Okay, okay. In
This
the
username based on AMI, I'm saying.
okay.
Whatever the AMI that we are selecting. And to answer your question for Ubuntu, Ubuntu only. Aman, for Ubuntu, the username is Ubuntu. Right? Okay. So let me go once again to my terminal and let me change EC2 hyphen user to your CentOS. CentOS. Press enter. Welcome to CentOS. Fine. So now I have connected to my CentOS server. Can you see? Initially it is a base, but now it is a CentOS server. I am right now logged into my EC2 server, my CentOS server. Everyone clear with this so far? Any question on this till here? Faisal, I think you know, right, how to launch the AWS EC2 and all? Faisal? I think it's not available. Okay. Okay. There's any question till? Yeah.
Dinesh, in the document there, CentOS or EC2 hyphen user also can be
Yeah,
used.
here you can change it. Yes, correct. Here you have to change it before, you know.
Okay, whatever we give here in the username, that should be.
Yeah, here you have to replace. Correct.
Okay, okay. If we are giving user EC2 underscore user, then it works. The previous
Yes, here
command.
we have to use the EC2 hyphen user. Correct.
Okay.
Okay. Now, we have logged into our EC2 server. Did you remember yesterday? It means that in previous session, we have installed Git local machine, my local laptop. Now, if here everything we are going to do with help of a command, right? So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to install Git in my server, in my remote server, I'm going to install the Git. Now tell me which command or which package we have to use, guys, to install any package. Which package? Did you remember which package to install?
Yeah.
Yum.
Yum.
Yes, we have to use the yum package. So I'm going to write the command sudo space yum install space yes hyphen y, because if you are not giving hyphen y directly, if you give the software name, it will prompt, right? It will prompt saying that yes or no. That's the reason for safer side, or maybe to reduce the time period, I'm directly writing hyphen y. So what I need to install? I need to install Git in my machine. Guys, remember, whenever if you go with the Red Hat or CentOS server, you have to use the yum package. You have to use the yum package to install any software. I have written sudo yum install space hyphen y and I have written Git. Done. Now press enter. Now it will start install a Git in your machine. Now it is installing. Okay. Yesterday we have done the many step. Samuel, I think he made like next. Actually, I have to download and I have to install. But if you go with this command, right? Very simple. Only one command. What is the CentOS server or Red Hat server? We are going to write yum install -y, the software name. That's it. Now you got the Git. So in order to check whether I have successfully installed Git on my machine or not, so what I'm doing, I'm writing one command, say git space hyphen version. Git space hyphen version. What it will do? It will check whether Git is successfully installed or not. When you press enter, it is saying, yeah, Git version 1.8.3.1 got installed. That's it. Right? So any software, whether it is installed or not, in which directory this package has been installed, we no need to worry, Aman. So if you want to understand, let me write a present working directory. So maybe that will be installed here, /home/CentOS, right? So we no need to worry where it is installed, but yeah, for your information, we can write a present working directory. In some folder, this directory and all got installed. Fine. Now git space -- version, it will tell you what is the git version. We don't need to worry about the versions and all. Yeah, of course, we have a git. Git got installed. Right? Any question so far? We successfully installed the git. Any question on this? In my machine, in my server, CentOS server, I got the git. Any question till here? Can you quickly confirm? Let's proceed.
Yes.
So here we have launched the instance, and through instance we have connected to a server. In that server we have installed Git.
Exactly, correct. In that server, we have installed the git. Okay. Now we have a git. As the day before yesterday, we have done local laptop. Today we have done on the remote server. Fine. Now I'm going to create one folder. What is the Linux command we have to use to create a directory, to create a folder? Do you know what is the command, guys? What is the command to create a folder or directory? Which Linux command we have to use?
mkdir.
Exactly. mkdir. mkdir is the make directory, right? mkdir. It means that make a directory, create one folder, create one directory. Say for an example, my directory name is demo git. I'm creating one folder. The name is demo git. So when you press enter, now it is saying one folder got created. So demo git. Suppose if I want to check whether folder got created or not, just type ls command. Yes, one folder got created, right? Ls command is just to list what are the folder or what are the files available inside this particular directory /home/CentOS, where we have a directory called demo git. So if I type pwd, present working directory /home/CentOS, right? So in that we have a one folder called demo git got created. One folder got created which is called demo git. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to move inside this demo git. I will move inside this demo git. For that, we have a command called cd. cd means change directory. I'm going to change the directory from the CentOS to the demo git. Now simply you can type demo git, you can type cd demo git. Now when you press enter, now if I check pwd, present working directory, it is saying /home/CentOS/demo git. But if I check any files are available inside the demo git, no, we don't have any file inside the demo git. We don't have any file inside the demo git. Are you clear, guys, so far? Everyone, any question here? Right. So far what I have done, I have launched my CentOS server with the help of AWS cloud, and I have connected that CentOS server. As a third step, I have created one folder inside. It means that I have installed the git in my CentOS machine and I have created one folder. So far, I'm not doing any operation related to git. I just created one folder. That's it. mkdir demo git. One folder got created. And I have moved inside this folder. For that, I have used the cd command, change directory. That's it. Now, I'm going to initialize git. I'm going to initialize git inside this particular folder because I have installed git in my server, in my virtual machine. I have installed my git. Now, what I'm going to do, using the git software, I am going to initialize one git inside the demo git. I'm going to initialize Git inside this particular folder. How to initialize a Git inside this particular folder? For that, we have a command called git space, we have a command called init. Because before that, remember this present working directory, right? /home /CentOS /demo git. It is a regular directory. It's a normal directory. It is a normal folder. Simply I can call it's a normal directory or normal folder. What I am going to do, I am going to convert this normal directory or normal folder into the Git directory. This normal directory or normal folder, I'm going to convert it into a Git directory. How to convert this regular directory to the Git directory? That's the question. How to convert your regular directory to the Git directory? That's the question. So to convert this regular directory to the Git directory, we have to use this command git space init. Init means initialization. I am going to initialize a Git inside this particular folder. It means that I am going to convert this directory to the Git directory. When I say Git directory, it is also called as local repository. Git directory, it's maybe a normal term. It is called as local repository. So I'm going to introduce Git inside this particular folder. Now it is going to move, it is going to change from regular directory to Git directory with help of git init command. Git init command, init. It is going to initialize some local repository. Let me press enter. Now what will happen? It is saying, right, hey, I have initialized empty git repository in which /home /CentOS /demo git. Here we got that .git /home /CentOS /demo git, and I got this Git directory. See, if I type ls command, guys, if you type ls command, I don't see any file. You may wonder why? Because inside the demo git, there is a file called .git file, right? Generally, whenever if you file .git or dot, then obviously it is called as hidden file. We can call it as hidden file. So in order to see the hidden files also, you can use another command, same ls, but space -al. You have to use this command. When you use this command, you can see hidden file, also unhidden file. You can see all the file. Maybe I can refer all the file. You can see the hidden files also. When you press enter, now can you see here? There are 3 hidden files got created here. Here D refers directory. Here D refers directory. So we have one hidden file, guys. We have one hidden file. We have one hidden file got created inside this particular Git. Sorry, inside this particular demo Git. Now it means that now it is not a normal directory. It is not a regular directory. It is a Git directory. It is a local repository. We can name it as local repo. We can call it as local repo. Always remember, once we have installed Git in our machine, suppose if there is a project, the first step, you have to initialize empty repository. This is the very first step. When you use this git init command, that directory will be converted from regular to Git directory. Thereby, whatever the operation that you are doing inside that particular folder, all will be tracked by your Git, not automatically. Maybe you have to write some command. But remember, now Git is entered into this particular project. Now, whatever the operation that you are going to perform, who will track it? Git will track it. Git is like a Superman. He will track it. Now your project is controlled by Git. That's the reason Git is called as version control system. It is a control system. So for that, you have to use one command called git init command. The git init command, what is the purpose? It is going to convert your regular directory into a local repository or Git directory. Now the Git is entered into the project. Whatever operation you are going to perform, who will be controlling? Git is going to control it. How it is going to control? What is going to happen? We will discuss. But as of now, are you clear with this? What is git init? Yes or no? I know it's difficult initially, but once 2 or 3 sessions, definitely we'll learn everything. No need to worry. It is a bit difficult initially, of course. Right? And one more thing, remember. Now, if you want to see what are the files inside this Git, guys, this is very, very secured file. No people, they will not change anything on this .git file. They will not even touch it. They will not even see it. Whether there is a .git file, that's it. The people will leave it. That's it. Because whenever you collapse this one, your system will be collapsed. Your project will be collapsed. Right? So if you want to see this particular file, let me write CD. I will go inside this particular file. CD .git file I can go for. And when you press enter, and let me use ls space -al command. When you press enter, now I can get to know that there are this many files are available. This many files are available. Right? See, we have a head, we have a branches, we have a configuration, we have a description, hooks, info, object, references. There are many files are available. Right? Some files and some directories are available. Right? This description may be some text, but D it refers directories. So anyway, everything we are going to discuss, not now, later, how Git is going to help you, right? That we will cover. But let me go back. Let me go back. If you want to go back, cd space ... is the command to go back. Now, as after I am inside the .git, let me go back, press enter. Now I am inside the demo Git folder. I am inside the demo Git folder. If I hit ls space -al, can you see? Yeah, right now I'm inside this particular folder. The folder is demo Git. Let me clear this. And I will teach you a Git workflow, guys. You need to understand what is the Git workflow. I think in the previous session I said, but anyway, we will discuss. See, remember, I said already, whenever if you create any, maybe say for an example, I have a project or maybe a folder called demo Git, right? Inside the demo Git, whatever the files that you are creating, say for an example, I'm going to create one file called demo1.txt file. I have a demo Git folder. Inside this, I have one file called demo1.txt or demo2.txt or demo3.txt. Like that, we have a mini file. Generally, this file, this sample file, we can call it as what? We can call it as working directory. Remember, working directory or working area, we can call on this, or working copy, all are same. Working copy. So inside this particular directory, you are going to create a mini file. You are going to do some kind of edit operation. You are going to delete anything, whatever. These files, writing or read operation, whatever, that's called as working directory or working copy. This is the first workflow you have to remember. Working directory or working copy. Working directory or working copy. This is the first step. In Git, we have a second workflow or second step. The second step is whatever the file, right? Whatever the file that you have added inside the working directory or working folder, right? This you have to move into another stage, which is called as staging area. We have a staging area. So remember, you have a multiple file inside your working folder or working directory. This file, you have to move it to the another state or another stage or another step, which is called as staging area. Staging area. This is the second stage. How to move this all the file from working copy to staging area, I will tell you. Wait. But remember, First stage is working directory. Whatever the writing operation you can do it. But the next stage is staging area. Next stage is staging area. Now, once your staging area, one command, if you finished it, then you can move those changes into commit area. Commit area, or we can call it as a repository. Or we can call it as local repository. Local repository. So these are all the three stages you have to remember. There are three stages for your Git. One is working directory. Second one is staging area. Third one is commit area. Commit area. Say for an example, I have one file. Okay. So see, I'm going to create one file, demo1.txt. In which folder I'm going to create, if you ask me, the folder name is I already created, like demo git. Here I'm going to create demo1.txt file. This is called as working directory or working copy. We can call it as working copy. This is the first step. What is my second step? I need to move this code. I need to move this code to the staging area, right? For that, you have to use one command. What is the command name? Git add space the file name. Which file do you want to move from a working copy to staging area? So the file name is demo1.txt. Guys, everything is happening on the back end, not in the front end. Only this part you can able to see. It is visible to you. But working copy to staging area, right? There is a logical division. It is happening on the back end. Git will take care of those things. So you have to use this git space, add space, that particular file name. If you use it, your code now will go to the next step. When I say next step, working copy to staging area. Working copy to staging area. Then from the staging area, you have to move this code to another place, which is called local repo. For that, you have to use this command, git space commit, git space commit space hyphen message double quotation. You have to write some message. Any message you can write. If you use this command, what will happen? Your code will move from, when I say move from, copy from this particular staging area to local repo or local repository. Local repository. You should understand this workflow. There are three stages for your Git.
Dinesh, so it's going to save a copy in local repository. Then what about the central, like again, there is any command or automatically it will happen?
Sorry, can you come again, Jaya? I missed your question.
Oh, okay. So here we are just by using the git commit -m and the message, right?
Yes.
Okay. So with this, it will copy whatever the document, it will
Yes.
copy into the local repository.
Yes. Yes.
And what about the central, like the central repository, like will it do it automatically or?
No. See, Jaya, so far central repository we are not talking. That's our tomorrow topic. So now we are dealing only with the local server, the remote server.
Okay.
Everything we are dealing with the local repository. Did you remember?
Okay.
I told you distributor version control system. There is a centralized server that's called as a main server. And we have a many developer, they are having their laptop and they are having the local repo also. Once your job is completed, we will move this code into the centralized server. That time only we need a internet connectivity. But when you deal with the local repo or local server, that time we don't require internet connectivity. Now, as of now, we are talking only with the local machine, not a remote machine, not the centralized main server. Tomorrow, there is another name I'm going to tell you, which is called maybe a GitHub. GitHub is a centralized or a main server or a remote server. This is where, we are going to push your code on the server. Thereby other developer can make use of, because this machine, right? It is your machine. No one have the access, but this server, maybe everyone will use it. Okay.
Yeah, got it.
So locally, we have a 3 stages. One is working copy, and we have a staging area, and we have a local repo. Without moving your code to local repo, we cannot move your code to remote repo. That's the problem. We cannot directly push your code from staging area to remote repo. So what I need to do, first of all, I need to push your code to local repo, and then you can push your code to remote repo. Remember. So this portion I'm not covering now. Only we will deal with this one. Everyone clear with this? Guys, quick confirmation.
Yeah, Dinesh.
Yeah.
Here it is only possible to push the data
Yeah.
into
Right. Now,
central.
listen. Now listen. So this is Git workflow. Now, let me tell you practically how it will work. So theoretically we have done. Now we will talk practically how it is working. Now let me go to my machine and let me check where I am writing present working directory, and I'm inside the demo git directory, demo git folder. Now let me create one file, guys. Here I'm going to use the editor for this, or maybe a text file. Simply you can write vi. I'm going to insert. So file name, say demo.txt is the file, text file, a simple text file, demo.txt file. When you press enter, yes. Now I'm going to edit this text file. So I will write insert. I have to press I, and then I can type it. Say this is my demo file to understand the Git workflow. Like that, I'm writing some message. Right? This is my demo file. So for what? To understand the Git workflow. Now let me save this file. How? You have to press escape, press colon, WQ, exclamatory. Press escape, colon, WQ, exclamatory. When you press enter, yes, the file got saved. So just I have created one file which is called demo.txt file, and in that I have written some message. So if I want to see what message I have written, I can write a cat command, cat demo dot a file extension is the .txt. When you press enter, this is the text I have written. This is my demo file to understand the Git workflow. This is my demo file. It is to understand my Git workflow. So, right. Any question till here? Any question till here? Yeah. So this is working directory. So far, we have created only a working directory. Now what I need to do? I need to move this working directory to the staging area. That's my next stage, next step. Working directory to the staging area. So for that, you have to use a command called git space add space the staging area. For that, you have to give the file name. What is the file name? Demo.txt. Demo.txt. So this will move your code from working directory to the staging area. Suppose if you have a 100 file inside this particular folder, you can write like this. Say demo1.txt and demo2.txt, like that. But it will be time consumption, right? If you have a many file, in that case, you guys can simply put one dot. Simply put one dot. When you put this dot, what it refers, you are trying to move all the file inside the demo git folder to the staging area. Or if you have 1 or 2 files, yes, you can put like this. But if you have a many files, you don't want to give a name with respect to the space, you just write dot, simple dot. It means that all the files. Now press enter. Now it got moved into staging area. Now, see guys, we have one command, git status. Only 1 minute guys, please be on the call. Only 1 minute guys. Right. So now git add demo.txt. That will move. See, if I write git status, when you press enter, now what is happening? See, it is saying there is a commit got happened. Sorry, there is a changes to be committed. It is saying. It means that my code R is in staging area. Suppose if you want to unstage your file, you can use this command. It is asking like you can use this command to unstage, but I don't want to unstage. So remember, we have used the git add space demo.txt, right? Now it is called a tracked file. The tracked file, it is available inside the staging area. And what is the next step? I have to commit. I have to commit. How can I commit? So to commit this particular file, git add space demo.txt, it is to move your code from working copy to the staging area. But from the staging area to the commit area or local repository, which is using the command called git space commit space -m, I can give some message. Say this is my first commit. I can give some message, meaningful message. First commit. Sometime, developer, they will working on some feature or some version. They will give the version number or feature name, which feature they are working. Anything. The company, they will follow something. You guys also can follow it. That's it. But I have given some message. First commit. Git commit space -m. First commit. But in real time, you will not use first commit, second commit and all. Generally, you will use some identification for that there is a number or there is a normal text. There is a common template, you will follow it, right? That you will get to know that when you join a company. Company to company, project to project, it will vary, right? They will follow something, right? Some company, they will not follow anything. Some company, they will ask you to put any commit, right? Meaningful commit, what operation that you are performing, right? Now, when you press enter, I'm seeing an error. Why? Why there is an error? Remember, guys, as I mentioned, in your project, not like one developer and one tester, they will work. More developers, they will work on the same project. That time, Git will ask you, hey, can you tell me, who are you? Can you tell me who are you? Right? What is your name? What is your email address? This detail required by your Git. Why? Because in later stages, more developer and tester, they are working with the same project. Who made the changes? Those details Git should track, right? Then only, whoever the pushing the code, whoever doing some kind of operation, that track or the log information, Git knows, right? And that's the reason Git is called version control system. Git is one of the tracking system. Any operation that you are doing on the coding, everything will be tracked by Git. Not only a coding, who is done, at what time it made, everything will be tracked by your Git. So for that reason, you have to give a who are you, those information. What is your email address? What is your name? Generally, your company will give you unique name. That name they already configured. You have to use that name and your company email address, right? So let me write git config hyphen global within a double quotation. I can give a name. I can give a name. Say I'm giving the name is Dinesh Kumar, like that. Dinesh Kumar, I can give. Now press enter. Git config hyphen. Okay, I made the mistake. I have to write user dot name. This is the command, right? Here we have a command. Git config hyphen global user dot name. Now when you press enter, yes, you can configure email address also. Say git config user dot email. Say my email address is. So user email address is dkg4484@gmail.com. Press enter. That's it. Now let me check whether this information got updated or not. Git config hyphen list. Press enter. Yes, can you see here? My username is Dinesh Kumar and user email address dkg4484@gmail.com. So in this way, you can add your configuration detail. Now let me commit once again. Okay, let me clear this, and I will commit git commit space -m, and I can give the message called first commit is the message. Now press enter. Nothing to commit. Okay, already committed. When I use the git config, right, it got committed. So now it means that my code is available inside the local repo. Remember, working directory, staging area, local repo. Working directory, staging area, local repo. Then remember, we used git space add space dot. This is your file will move to staging area. Git commit space -m space particular message. This is to move your staging area files to the local repo or that what we can call commit area. Everyone clear with this? Everyone clear with this so far? Yes, any questions so far? No? Good to continue.
Dinesh, can we get into the Git file and check whether the directory,
One minute.
like the file is available?
What are you saying?
No, the file which we have forwarded into local repository.
Yes, correct.
Can we check?
Can we?
Check like, you know, dot git. What is that?
Which one actually? Which command? No, everything is logical. Jaya, it is
So,
not like we
earlier-
cannot able to see.
Yeah. Earlier you said like we can see the hidden files in the Git, right?
Yes.
So can we see our file in Git?
Yes, we
Which
can
is-
able to see, but the thing is, everything is in the back end. We cannot use some command to see that one.
Acha, theek hai, okay.
Okay, only thing is by seeing the status only we can get to know that. When we write git status command, that will tell you your file is untracked file or a tracked file or committed file. That you can get to know that only by writing the git status command.
Okay.
Okay. So maybe let me repeat once again, that way we'll get an idea. Let me create one more file now. Vi demo1.txt file. Demo1.txt file. And press enter. And I can press I and I will write it demo1.txt file. Like that, I have written some message here. And I will save this file. Escape, colon, WQ, exclamatory. When you press enter, yes, this file got saved. Now tell me, this VA demo1.txt file, is this working directory or staging area or local repository?
Working directory.
Working directory. How to understand? With the help of a git status command. If you write the git status command, that will tell you, hey, there is a untracked file. It is not a tracked file, it is an untracked file. Demo1.txt file, it's an untracked file. When I say untracked file, this file still it is in working directory. Demo1.txt file, it's an untracked file because it is available in the working directory. Am I clear?
Yeah.
Now, you have to move this file from the working copy to staging area. Which command you have to use? Which command? Git
Git add.
add file name. What's the file name?
Yeah.
Demo1.txt file. When you use this command, now when you press enter, and I'm checking the status. When you check the status, it is saying changes to be committed. It means that it is asking you to go for next state. Changes needs to be committed, but it is a tracked file. If you want to unstage, you can go for this one. But I don't want to unstage. I moved my file from working directory to staging area. Now, what is the third step? What is the third step? Commit area, local repository. For that, you have to write a command git commit space -m double quotation. Say I'm writing, this is my second commit, like that I'm writing one message. Now, if I press enter, it is saying one file change. I have done the second commit and it will give you 7-digit commit ID also. Every commit has the commit ID. 40-digit commit ID, but here it is showing only 7-digit, but it is totally 40-digit commit ID. I will show you where is that 40-digit commit ID. But one file got committed. Now, if you want to check whether file got committed or not, let me write git status command. It will tell you, nothing to commit, working directory clean. It means that you already committed. There is nothing need to record on this particular folder. Am I clear?
Yes, Danish.
So Git workflow starts with the working directory. Second step is staging area. Third step is local repository. Right. One minute, let me insert my charger. Right. So I will clear this. Is any confusion? Can we continue? Any confusion?
Yeah, we can continue.
Okay. So let me write one more command. This is for your knowledge actually. I will write one command called history. Now, whatever the command that I have used right so far, this is the command I have used actually. If you want, you can take the photo. in your you can take the photo, guys. Suppose if you want. This is the entire command I have written. Okay. Can we proceed?
Yeah.
Right. So I will clear. Right. Now let me check the Git status. I think I already checked, but anyway, I will check it once again. Yes, nothing to commit. Everything is clean now. And if I write ls space -al command, how many files got created so far? There are 2 files I have created. One is the demo.txt file and demo1.txt file. Demo.txt file. Now, I have a question. I have a scenario. Say for an example, I want to remove this file. Demo1.txt file I want to remove. How to remove this particular file? Demo1.txt file. From where I'm going to remove? I'm going to remove from my working directory and also from the local repository. It may be a staging area. I want to clean this particular file. Demo1.txt file. I want to remove this file, working directory as well as Git repository, which is called local repository. I want to clean this file. How to clean this file? So to clean this file, I have a command called git rm. Rm means remove. File name demo1.txt. If you use this command will remove the file from the working directory as well as from the Git repository or local repository. Now, if I press enter, it is saying, yeah, I have removed. Now, if I write ls space -al, what it will tell? There is no demo1.txt file. Can you see here? There is no demo1.txt file. Now, if I check git status, it is saying, hey, you deleted one file. You deleted one file. Where I have deleted? I have deleted this particular file from the working directory, also from the local repo, from the Git repo. That's the reason it is asking to commit it. Because you have removed this file, right? You made some changes on the working directory. Whenever you made any changes on the working directory, what you need to do? You have to commit it, right? You have to commit it. That's the reason it's saying changes to be committed. Because when you remove this file from the working directory and local repository, it is available in the staging area. This is you have to commit it. Suppose, if you want to understand, is there any file inside the staging area? Do you want to see that one? Is there any file on staging area? I can tell you. We can write one command git. This is a git command. This is not a normal Linux command. This is a git command. Git space ls -files. If you type it, it will tell you, is there any folder or file moved to staging area? When you press enter, see only one file, which is demo.txt. There is no file called demo1.txt. There is no file called demo1.txt file. So this command, right, ls space -al, this will list all the file. This will list all the file. But this command is just to check, is there any staged file? Only staged file. Only staged file means the demo.txt, only staged file. Are you clear with this? Are you clear?
Yeah, Dinesh.
Yes, are you clear with this so far?
Yeah, Dinesh.
Right. Now, say, okay. Now let me add one more file. Let me add one more file. vi demo2.txt is the command I will write. File name. And let me write this is demo2.txt file, and I will save this file, press enter. I will move this file from the, now when I check the git status, you know, one file is I have deleted, still I didn't commit that one. One file is the untracked file, right? One file is deleted file, one file is the untracked file. So maybe I will commit this file actually first. I will commit this file. How can I commit this file? Git commit space, what is the file name? Demo1.txt file. Within a double quotation, I just deleted demo1 like that I have written. Git commit space -m, I can put it. Even if you are not putting, that's fine. Yeah, -m. When you press enter, yes, I have committed. Now clear this. Clear this. Now let me check the git status. Only one untracked file I can able to see. Demo2.txt is the untracked file. Now untracked file, I have to move this file to the staging area. How can I move this into the staging area? Git space add file name demo2.txt. Now press enter. Now check the status. Yes, I have to commit. It is already moved to the staging area. I have to commit. So let me commit it. I have to commit it. So can I commit? Git commit space -m within a double quotation. I can write this is the commit. Say demo2 file added. Like that I have written some commit message. When you press enter, file got committed. Now check the status. It is saying nothing to commit. Everything committed already. Committed already. Right. Remember now, say for an example, there are three stages: working directory, staging area, and commit area, local repo, git repo, anything. Now suppose if we have a file, I have a file vi demo3.txt, or you can use it same file also. Maybe let me go with a new file, no problem. Demo3.txt. This is one new file I'm going to create, and I can press escape :WQ. Okay, before that I need to write this in command. I can write it actually. So this is the demo3.txt file. I write that I have written. Escape WQ !3. Save this file. And I have saved this file. Now, let me write one command, git status. The command, it will tell you, you have an untracked file. So I need to add it. Say git space add space. What is the file name? File name is demo3. Demo3.txt. Now press enter. I have added this file to the staging area. From the working directory to staging area. But my question is, what is the question, right? So if I check the status, right, I will tell you clearly saying that it needs to be committed. But I thought like I made some mistake. Mistakenly, I have added to the staging area. I don't want to add this particular file to staging area. Whatever the work that I have done, what I have used the git add, right? That moved from working directory to staging area. Now what I'm thinking, I don't want this one. Maybe I want to move this from staging area to working directory again. I need to reverse it back. I need to revert it. I need to revert it back from the staging area to working directory. How? Guys, already I told you one scenario. What happened? From the working directory to staging area to commit area. But what you thought? This particular file, I want to remove it. How can I remove? With the help of the git rm command. And you have to use the file name. So what has happened over there? That file will be removed from the working directory and also from the git repo, local repo. Now, what is the scenario, right? Mistakenly, I have added the file to the staging area. So I want to revert this. How? For that, you have to use a command called git space rm space catch. Catch. Which file you need to revert it back from the staging area to the working directory? Demo3 file. Git rm space catch demo3.txt. What it will do? You have mistakenly used the git adds command, right? That command will be reverted with the help of this command. Can you check it? Now let me clear the screen and checking the status. Can you see this file now untracked file? Earlier it said, right? It is asking me to move the file from the staging area to the commit area. But now what I'm seeing? I am seeing this particular file. It is available inside the working directory. That file, we can call it as untracked file. There are different commands are there. We have a reset, we have a revert. There are different commands. We'll cover, Aman. Wait, we'll cover definitely. So far there are two scenarios I taught. One scenario, remove the file from the local repo and working directory. The another command, you made some operation that you moved to the staging area. Now you want to revert that staging. So for that we have used this command, git rm. Git reset, I will tell you. There are different resets are available. Right? Mixed reset we have, hard reset we have, soft reset we have. There are 3 resets. I will tell you later. So any questions so far, guys? Guys, sorry, clear? Any question? Okay. Now let me type ls space -al. I see this is demo3.txt file available in the working directory. And suppose if you want to edit that particular file, you can edit it. That's fine. But it is not available in the staging area, you know. Quickly, I will add this file, say demo3.txt once again. And let me commit this. Commit space -m demo3 updated, like that I can give it. And then I can, yes. So if you want to see all the logs, you can write a command called git log. It will show all the logs, whatever I have done so far. This is the very first commit I have done. At what time? 10:36. Right? So, and the author, I am the author, cloud user, and the commit message, second commit, author, date, second, this is the second commit, and this is the third commit, and this is the fourth commit. So far we have a 4 commit. Each commit has the commit ID, right? Can you see the commit ID? 40-digit commit ID, unique commit ID. For this particular commit, this is the commit ID. Very important. Commit ID is also called as hash, HASH. Hash. This particular has the commit ID. This particular commit has the commit ID. There are many commits I have done. Suppose if you want to see the simple, because here we have a date, we have an author, we have a commit ID, we have a message, everything. You can see it with the help of a git log command. Or otherwise you can write git log, a simple command, -, 1 line, or clear the screen and you can use the 1 line command. Clear the screen and use the command git log, -, 1 line command. 1 line command. Very simple, right? 7-digit commit ID. This is one commit. This is the second commit. 3, 4, 5. There are 5 commits so far I have done. Right? Everyone clear so far? Guys, can you quickly confirm any question on this?
Yeah, Dinesh.
Guys, practice this command.
Dinesh here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as we discussed earlier, to see the status, like whether the file is uploaded properly
Whether
or
file
not, or
is in
committed.
tagged area, whether file is in committed
Yeah.
area for the git status.
So git log can be seen
It
like
is
a
to
check
give
for
the
like how
complete
many.
information. Yes.
So can we use? We can use, right, git log.
Yeah, we can use it. Yes, we can use it. But the git log, it will not give, right, whether the file is in working directory or staging area. Only the committed
Yeah,
area.
that can be done with status.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Suppose if you want to see who made the changes, at what time he made the changes, what is the commit number, commit ID, what is the message he has written, that complete picture, if you want to get it, you can write the git log command.
Okay. If it is a small file, that will show. If it is a big, maybe it will not. I
No,
think.
no. For the big information also, it will get it actually. You have to scroll down. You have to scroll down and you can see the complete information. But if you want only the commit ID and the message, you can go for git log -, one line.
Okay. One line. We have to mention hyphen.
One line.
Only one.
Yes, I will show you.
Okay.
Do you want?
Okay.
I will show you. So I have written right here. This is the command. Git log -, one line. So it is giving only the commit ID and the message. That's it. It is not giving the big informations. Okay. Yes. Are you clear, everyone? Right. So fine. So let me stop it today.
Can you please share, because last 2 videos were also not uploaded.
I will
Dinesh, can you hear
upload.
me?
I'm facing some problem with my account. Today I will try to fix that one and I will upload. Okay. Yeah. Right, guys. We'll see tomorrow.
Thanks, Dinesh.
Still 2 or 3 sessions, guys, for your Git. Tomorrow I will see my interview schedule and my session schedule and all. If possible, I can take it a minimum 2 hours tomorrow. Let me check actually my schedule, and I can put the message in the group based on that. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Thank you.